start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raging Cajuns offense will get first crack at it today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to Davis. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Raging Cajuns need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Dukes offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plague. In a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. You're going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Evans. That's caught. It's Kyle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Dukes will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Find some fresh air. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Back to pass on 2nd down. grabbed in the middle. It's Jensen. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. To the air, it's Evans. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Keeps it on the draw. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt. They're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dukes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. off unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The give on the option. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to pass, it's Howard. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a tight end. It's a seam wide open. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They go to the ground. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the single back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Alston. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Gets it to him on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Dukes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. It's a running room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
The Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Sweet spin. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking for a man. It's Howard. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yard. They get through and it's blocked. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's caught. Turning on the Jets. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down for this offense. He'll keep it himself. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Dropping back, it's Evans. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. Well, that didn't necessarily necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Gets rid of it. This time he's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Howard. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jensen. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Give to the back. Oh, what a move to get room. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Raging Cajuns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half.
Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
With the catch, it's Johnson. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Raging Cajuns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Cajuns. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He's going to take off. Turning it on. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to throw, it's Evans. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He might want another play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the guys and...
It's the kind of matchup that makes college football so great. A bitter rivalry game, a long history of classic games, and a lot of bad blood. Hello and welcome to M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens here in Baltimore, Maryland. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, squaring off against another team from the American, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. offense kick this away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Navy's comes on the field first today. Well, this is a very motivated West Point team based on what happened last year. Black Knights came in, great season, coming off a conference championship, and then just a face plant as Navy took them apart.
Yeah, it was a shocker. And think about the year that Army's quarterback Bryson Daly had last year.
Cannot escape the pass rush there, brought down for a short loss.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. And the first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Chapman. Jukes the defender, gets brought down after a solid game. And now a quick 3rd down test on this opening drive of the game. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. On the run here. Lets it go. Caught by the receiver. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. He's brought down out at the 46. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down. This Navy offense is quickly moving down the field. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. 7th play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a 3rd down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He breaks free. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
First down here for this offense. Wants to throw it. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity. On 1st down, it's play action. He's got it. Looking for the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
It's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The midshipmen come to the line on 1st and goal. Hands off to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown? He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
Now the all-important extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Cadets offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. We got a quarterback here, Kirk, who's just trying to find his way, but the coaches have said they trust him.
Well, I think that's a big part of what he's able to do, and the reason they're giving him a chance to go out there and be the quarterback is he knows this offense. He's able to get this offense in good spots. Avoid the negative play is critical today for this team to win.
And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. Handoff taken, trying to run it behind the big left tackle. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. The Black Knights will bring their punt team on the field now. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Quarterback's got it on the option. It's a quarterback keeper. Oh, what a move. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Here comes a handoff. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Handing off on the draw play. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Now from the pistol formation. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. And here he goes. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. And Kirk, it's Navy in the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the quarterback keeps it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Lee. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he set it with a first down at the 41. And the Black Knights have 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Runs through. He's in the clear. He's past the marker and still going. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
That's a first down here for Army on the ground. Offensive line, look at these guys pushing, doing everything they can to help their back out. This is how you do it when you're Army. You've got to be able to sustain drives and pick up first downs.
First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. They'll try the option play here. Quarterback still with the football. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll run the option. They'll hand it off. Makes a move and breaks free. Couldn't quite get to the marker. Just short of it. 4th down now. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good.
Yes, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. The shotgun running play call. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's an option look. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And the back gets the football. A change of direction. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And they'll kick it away here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Looking to throw. It's Coleman. The short completion of the tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. They look to throw it here on second down. Pressure is coming. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks into the clear. They can't stop him. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screen play works.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Defense is coming after him. Quarterback looking to scramble. Showcasing the shiftiness on that play. Defense finally brings him down. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance with a pick. Couldn't come up with it. Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's complete. Now play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Swarmed by the pass rush is sacked. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. The pass rush closing in. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Coleman. They trap him for a sack. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Black Knights will have to kick this away. On for his 2nd punt of the game. His first one was a beauty. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. Fights off a defender. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Dump off caught by the running back. An effective play, good for a first down to the 35.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Howard. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a man. On the move now. Extending the play now. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. He missed it. Off target that time. After that miss, it's still a 4-point lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, we're 2 quarters from finding out who's going to sing second, and already Army and Navy have hit some high notes. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Army and Navy plays out.
Navy will kick it off as we start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And they'll tackle about the 23-yard line. Offense getting set. Second down play here.